Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Sunday night that Russia's intention is to deceive America in a bilateral meeting between the US and Russian presidents on Friday. According to Associated Press, speaking in his nightly address, Zelensky said, "We understand Russia's intention to try to deceive America. We will not allow this." Zelensky said the war, which began with Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, must end as soon as possible with a just peace. U.S. President Donald Trump said he will meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska on Friday to discuss ending the war. Putin has maintained Moscow's uncompromising demands in the war, raising fears he could use the summit to coerce Kyiv into accepting an unfavorable deal.
Всі бачать, що жодного реального кроку Росії до миру, жодного кроку на землі чи в повітрі, які могли би зберегти життя, немає. Тому потрібні санкції. Потрібен тиск. Сила потрібна. Сила, передусім, Сполучених Штатів, сила Європи, сила усіх націй світу, які хочуть миру та спокою у міжнародних відносинах. Якщо Росія не хоче зупиняти війну, значить треба зупиняти її економіку. Треба якнайшвидше завершити війну чесним миром. Чесний мир потрібен. Чітка підтримка того, що все, що стосується України, має вирішуватись за участі України. Так само, як це має бути і щодо кожної іншої незалежної держави. Всіх треба поважати. Дякую всім, хто саме на такій позиції разом з Україною. Ми розуміємо намір росіян спробувати обманути Америку. Ми не допустимо цього. Я дуже ціную ту рішучість, з якою президент Трамп налаштований зупинити смерті у війні. І щодня багато людей віддають свої життя. Але єдиною першопричиною цих вбивств є бажання Путіна воювати та маніпулювати усіма, з ким він контактує. Ми в Україні добре знаємо Росію. І саме тому в надзвичайно складних умовах українці витримали вже понад 3 роки повномасштабної війни. Ми обов'язково захистимо державу, захистимо свою незалежність.
The Ukrainian Defense Forces continue to methodically destroy Russia's oil infrastructure, which supplies the army of the aggressor country. Recently, footage of a large-scale fire near the oil refinery in Slavyansk on Kuban, in Krasnodar Krai, appeared online. Local residents claim to have seen drones over the city and report the work of Russian air defense. Russian media write that on August the 8th, Krasnodar Krai faced the most massive daytime drone attack. Air raid sirens were announced throughout the region in the morning, after which internet outages began there. The airports of Sochi and Gelendzhik did not accept or release planes. Footage of vacationers being evacuated from Sochi beaches was published online. In addition, due to drone strikes in Sochi, a concert by American rapper Akon was almost disrupted. Due to the threat of a drone attack, an evacuation of the arena where the musician was scheduled to perform was announced. It was reported that after the air raid, concert-goers began to return tickets en masse. Visitors to Akon's concert in Sochi are being evacuated due to the threat of a drone attack. The city is once again sounding a siren. The sky has been closed for the second time in a day, wrote one of the Russian publics. Earlier, at 2 Rosneft refineries attacked by drones last week, several oil refining units were stopped and repairs will take about a month. We are talking about the Novokuybishevsk oil refinery and the Ryazan oil refinery. This has not happened since March. The Novokuybishevsk oil refinery suffered damage to the atmospheric column of the primary oil refining unit, AVT-11, capable of producing 18,900 tons per day. The plant still has one more unit, AVT-9, capable of processing 4,700 tons of oil in 24 hours, but the operation of the facility has been completely stopped. The refinery produced 8.3 million tons of oil products per year. In the case of the Ryazan oil refinery, the nature of the damage to the structural elements of the facility and equipment is unknown. The regional authorities of the occupying country reported a fire, smoke, and UAV debris falling on the territory of the facility. The operation of the plant, which is capable of processing 13.5 million tons of oil per year, has been stopped by 50%. Let us recall that the day before, the Ukrainian command confirmed the successful defeat of another oil refinery in Russia. We are talking about the Afipsky oil refinery in Kuban. This refinery processes 6.25 million tons of oil per year, which is more than 2% of all refining in Russia. It was here that the Russian army received fuel for its troops. A Russian invader who realized he was being sent to slaughter addressed his comrades, revealing how Putin's generals were sending occupiers to their deaths for villages taken on credit. Recently, the Russian army once again demonstrated stability after almost 4 years of war, still sending its soldiers on meat assaults. Occupier Sergei Konovalov, call sign Horse, became a participant in one of these entertainment events. Before leaving for a combat mission, the invader realized that he would not return alive and recorded a video message. "It looks like my path has come to an end," said Horse in a recording published on Yuri Butasov's Telegram channel. Konovalov said that since the liquidation of Goodwin and Ernest, he and his fellow soldiers allegedly tried to fight theft, drug addiction, and money grubbing on credit at the cost of the lives of thousands of soldiers that flourish in the Russian army. "Farewell," stated the Horse. After such a video, Semyon Konovalov is unlikely to escape the 200 list even if he returns after the meat assault. Yuri Butasov, commenting on the occupier's statement, was surprised why he did not take up arms against his command. The motherland said, "We must. That means we must be destroyed in a meat assault." Butasov stated, "Let us recall that on July the 19th, that one of the commanders of the Russian army showed how exactly soldiers are forced to go on meat assaults. He ordered to shoot a Marine if he refuses to go forward." The Telegram channel of the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine published an audio recording of an intercepted telephone conversation confirming the criminal order of the commander of the 155th Separate Guards Marine Brigade. According to the officer, there are no sick people among the Marines. The occupier executioner told his interlocutor that his subordinates are divided only into the living and the dead. "I order you to shoot him if he doesn't go any further," the war criminal summed up. Let us recall that already on July the 7th, it became known that in the 155th Brigade of the RF Armed Forces, after the loss of the previous command, riots began. The reason is that Sukrab Akhmedov, who is called a butcher even among the occupiers, was sent to replace the liquidated officers. Akhmedov may turn out to be the hero of the above-mentioned audio interception of the GUR.